Hello students, today we are going to do the fifth kingdom of Whittaker's 5 kingdom classification, and that is animal kingdom. This is the kingdom that we belong to. So we should be proud of this kingdom. Kingdom Animalia or animal kingdom. All the living beings belonging to animal kingdom are called as animals. How are these animals different from the primitive ancestors of animals, that is the protozoans? You remember protozoans of the protists? They were primitive ancestors of animals, isn't it? Amoeba, paramecium. How are the animals different from the protozoans, the primitive ancestors of animals? Protozoans were all unicellular. Animals are all multicellular. If protozoans are called as protozoans, animals are called as metazoans. Proto means primitive and meta means advanced or later. All animals are multicellular eukaryotes. Protozoans were unicellular eukaryotes. Animals are called as metazoans. Zoans is animals. They are all multicellular eukaryotes. They are all heterotrophic. Protozoans were also heterotrophic. They lack a cell wall. Protozoans also lacked a cell wall. They are usually motile. Some forms may be sessile, for example sponges. However, even in the sessile or sedentary forms like sponges and sea anemones, the larval stages are very much motile. In sedentary ones, larval stage is motile. Animals have special type of cells which are lacking in any of the other 4 kingdoms, that is nerve cells and muscle cells, which allow them to perform higher activities. So on the basis of similarities and some certain dissimilarities, all these animals are divided into 11 phyla. So the first phylum is phylum Porifera, the phylum of sponges. Second phylum is phylum Cnidaria. This is the phylum of the animals with the tentacles like jellyfish, hydra, etc. The third phylum is phylum of the comb jellies, which is called as phylum Ctenophora. Next phylum in evolution is phylum Platyhelminthes, the phylum of the flatworms, jellyfish, sea anemones, hydra, etc. Phylum of comb jellies. Next phylum is phylum Ascalvinthus, the fifth phylum. This phylum is called as the phylum of the roundworms. Next phylum, phylum Annelida. This is where the earthworms come, very prominently demarcated by the segments that are seen in their bodies. These are called as the segmented worms. Next phylum, seventh phylum, is the Arthropoda. Arthropoda is the phylum of the insects. The 6-legged animals, the 8-legged animals belong to this phylum. Arthropoda is the phylum of the different insects. They are called as the animals with jointed legs. 8th phylum is the phylum of the snails and the slugs, which is called as the mollusca. This is the phylum also to which squids and octopuses belong to, and also the snails. Soft-bodied animals they are called as. That's the snail. This is the squid. The 9th phylum is called as the phylum Echinodermata. Echinodermata is the one to which the starfishes belong to. Also the phylum of the sea urchins, both of which share the common characteristics of a spiny skin. Spiny skinned animals they are called. Spiny. Echino means spine. Derm means skin. Spiny skinned animals. 10th phylum is called phylum Hemichordata. This is the phylum to which some advanced type of worms belong to, which are very closely related to us. Hemi means half. They are like half chordates. Chordata is the final phylum to which we belong to, and these guys share half of our properties of the chordates. That's why they are called as hemichordata. These are called as the acorn worms. And in chordata, the fish, amphibians, reptiles, aves and the mammals belong to phylum Chordata, including the humans. Okay, so here we have the 11 phyla. So this is their line of evolution. So phylum Porifera is the least evolved phylum and phylum Chordata is the most advanced phylum. In this chapter, we have to study each of this phylum in great detail.